Have our sales executives and our BDR team both leveraging the system. We found that the combination of the training that we were able to do with it, as well as the call AI to get some metrics on performance, has been really very helpful. They're getting some great value out of looking at the statistics, understanding what calls are happening based on keywords, getting some industry standard information back, things like speech patterns and filler words, things like keywords that we've tagged for important terms and phrases that we've been looking for. And it's really helping the managers get in there and understand what's happening with the calls and which reps to help and focus on. Previously, there had to be a lot of translation. People were not really paying attention to the call. They were focused on taking furious notes. They were trying to translate the sentiment of the call. And now they can actually capture that information, focus on the call, have the transcript to go back, and even have the voice conversation, which is searchable. And so it helps them go back and focus on the important parts of the sales process, and also lets the other teams get the information that they need as well. Call scoring is great because it floats those good calls and bad calls to the top of the queue. So we've got the metrics in place now, and when we see that calls are scored low, we're able to jump in and look at those calls and understand what's happening, and then apply the effective measures to correct those on future calls. We feel like we've done a pretty good job of defining the competencies that we want our reps to demonstrate. And now we're in the process of gathering the metrics. Excited to know that we'll be able to determine if people have good understanding of things and perform well on tests and may not perform well in the real world ongoing in their actual sales performance. So I think the future is to have a tool like this that can both manage your training, but also analyze what's actually happening in real world sales calls. It's something that we're really becoming dependent on. So it's a tool that we're adopting more and more. Me personally, I can't live without it. It's something that's a go-to tool to understand what's happening and to affect the outcomes. From initially the onboarding process, we've seen our onboarding times shrink, maybe 30-35% faster onboarding. Just from having a structured methodology, we find that our training sessions are less haphazard. Adoption is a big KPI. From the sales readiness percentage-wise, I think we're probably in the high 80% right now of sales that we feel are qualified. I give the Mindtickle team 5 stars. It's been a fantastic experience.